I was struck by the senator from Woodbury's comments, Senator Carlin, when he discussed the importance of human life and human beings, and I share that interest. But just think how many lives that could have been saved if Republicans had taken COVID-19 seriously, Mr. President. If you were as obsessed about living human beings as you are about so-called unborn, thousands of Iowans who died from COVID-19 would still be alive today. Human beings. So when you lecture us about the sanctity of every human life, it rings pretty hollow. So let's talk about abortion, because Republicans won't rest until we ban them all. Abortion is normal. Abortion is nothing to be ashamed of. Abortion is health care. Putting the word abortion in the Iowa Constitution doesn't make it abortion neutral. If the goal isn't to ban abortion, then what is the goal of this resolution, Mr. President? If this resolution becomes part of the Iowa Constitution, laws like the 72-hour forced waiting period and the 6-week abortion ban will become law, making abortion virtually inaccessible to most Iowans. So don't tell us this isn't about banning abortion, because you know it and I know that it is. Iowans, don't be fooled. If anti-abortion Republicans succeed with their ultimate agenda, legal abortion will be completely shut off, and providers, people seeking abortion care, and those that support them will be thrown in jail. People struggling financially, Black, Indigenous, and people of color, LGBTQ people, and young people will be hit harder by these devastating laws. From abortion to prenatal care to preventative care, Black, Indigenous, and people of color do not have equal access to health care. Racism and structural inequality shut them out. COVID-19 has ripped back the curtain on these problems, and here we see it again. For these communities, their concerns are often ignored or not taken seriously, and that leads to worse outcomes for COVID-related health issues and higher rates of maternal and infant death. Across Iowa and across the U.S., people are rising up as racial, gender, economic, and social justice. They're fighting for a future in which they can control their own bodies, safely care for their families, and be free from violence. This unrelenting attack on the freedom of women to make decisions about their pregnancies has resulted in more unintended pregnancies, more sexually transmitted disease, and much higher maternal mortality. Mr. President, we all want to be able to live a safe and healthy life and be free to define our own path. I believe that includes the right of every woman to get abortion care in her community with dignity and respect. Once someone decides to have an abortion, it should be safe, affordable, and free from punishment or judgment. The last thing Iowa women need is a bunch of male politicians trying to control their bodies and their health care decisions. Iowa women don't want or need your help.